Also, the other time this happened, the other time this happened was when I was also ahead. Fun fact. It must be Blitz. Like, it must be some kind of PSTV glitch where the game just, like, rushes through loading and doesn't quite load, like, crash or something. I don't know. But I've never seen something like that before. Trying to get a new PB today? Dude, same. I actually did get a new PB by a whole 17 seconds. But it's a PB, so I definitely can't complain too much. And yeah, so we did actually get a little PB. Hopefully we can get a little bigger one too as the day goes on. Well, I think part of the reason why Mustache Spider is because just for me, like, I'm very comfortable with bad things happening. Like, you know, speedrunning, like, really random things happen. And, things like that happen where the game just doesn't load something properly, or, you know, or you just, like, choke on something, or, like, you have trouble with something your kryptonite for the day. You know, it happens. And sometimes it's really funny when it happens. Like there, where Crash just doesn't load. Like, I found that actually, like, really entertaining, honestly. So, like, even though it sucks to lose a run that was ahead, like, you can kind of see the light in things and the silver linings. You can get a sub 1? Dude, nice. Yeah, I was checking out the times for the category that you posted, and there's definitely a lot of room for improvement, so I think you got this. But there's always another run where that came from, you know? You know, I'm not running out of time to do speedruns, so, you know, that's kind of why I also don't put too much pressure on, is because, and part of the reason why I like, part of the reason why I enjoy streaming for long periods of time so much is because I now don't really care about, I don't really care if, like, I lose a run or something and it's like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough time. Because I can just do runs all day and it's not a problem. What's up, Zverna? How's it going? But yeah, exactly, Senna. There is always another chance. The reason why there's a bit of a, like, video stutter sometimes, Blitz, is I think has to do with my capture card. Rico ran into the same problems when he started streaming this, and unfortunately for him, the problem just kind of fixed himself. And it actually doesn't freeze on my end. It's just the capture card. And I'm probably gonna have to fire off a mayday to the PSTV subreddit and see if anybody else has had that problem. Because for him, the problem just fixed itself, but for me, the problem has not fixed itself just yet. So the stream is stable, and it's not like a stream issue. It's just the video capture itself. And it doesn't usually happen very often. If it does happen, it's like usually in level transitions where it doesn't really matter that much. So that thankfully, thankfully it doesn't happen too much. To potato can my runs? I don't think so. We use the exact same model, Pez. Oh, we use the exact same model of capture card, and he has... I made my settings in OBS match his pretty closely, and it still didn't fix it. What he did was he dropped his bitrate really low, and then brought it back up, and it kind of fixed itself. But I have not had the same success. I can try it again, but, like, trying to drop the bitrate really low just to make sure the image can stabilize, and then try to bring it back up from there. But it was very random how he managed to fix his. and I don't know what's happening with mine. So, it's okay, though. It's going pretty good. We got ourselves a little PB. 1:24:33, which is only 17 seconds, but it's still a PB. I think he's using a slightly updated version of OBS, which I might try to, like, I might just update the drivers and, the revision of OBS, and that might actually help. So that's actually a good point that you bring that up. Yes, it is a capture card glitch, Blitz. Aw, thank you, Slavanas. Dude, I appreciate it, man. Certainly working on it. I applied about a week and a half ago and got denied, which is pretty normal for your first time applying. But I'm just going to keep applying, you know, every so often, probably like every month or so, and we'll see what happens. We shall indeed see what happens. Nice save. Yo, Frostfire, what's up, my bruh? How is your Friday Eve going? Dude, thank you, Slavanas. I hope so, too. Like, it really does mean a lot when you guys say that. Like, the fact that you guys believe in me really does mean a lot, honestly. That's not the first time I'm gonna have had to save a run, and it won't be the last. Alright, Pez, have fun with class. Take care. I hope you have an awesome day. You the best. Ever had a glitch where the boulder missed that one crate? I did. It used to happen on NTSC, actually. Fairly often, Blitz Phoenix. But since I started running on PAL, that's happened less. I don't know if that's a coincidence or if it actually is related. But I used to have it happen a lot in the past, but now I think it very rarely happens. And it has not happened in a very long time that I can remember. Okay, so it's not a PAL versus NTSC thing. It's probably just a coincidence then. I don't know. I did something different, and now I usually don't have a problem with breaking that box. Oops. Yeah, that's actually a very good point. I need to check the drivers and software. Because if that fixes it, then we're good. Like, we're golden. And I could see that fixing the problem. It's just something I really didn't think about. So we'll see. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, that was almost bad. When I got that slide, I was like really nervous that I was going to slide through the box and into the water. So rucky though. Sometimes it does take a little bit of luck though. I see 17 way too often for it to be a coincidence. Wait, where in other ways have you seen 17? Also want to get a new PB in any percent as well. What's your current PB in Rayman any percent? I think world record is like 1 hour 20 something? Something like that? Alright, that was a pretty good hang 8. Well, if that 17 is followed by a 38, then we're talking. Which, those of you guys don't know, is a beautiful but ruinously expensive cognac, I think. That Fetty Wap and is sponsored by. Fun fact. I mean, I wouldn't even known that 1738 existed without listening to fucking 679. And I'm very glad I did, because at MagFest this past year, I had my first experience with 1738, and it was delicious. Very, very smooth. And typically, I don't like that sort of alcohol, like whiskey, bourbon, you know, cognacs. Like, I usually don't like them. But I did like 1738 quite a lot. World record is 120.52 RTA, but 115 SDA. So what do you mean SDA versus RTA? Because is there like an in-game timer in Rayman, or what's the difference here? Hopefully you can get 117.38. Yo, if I did though, I would never PB again, because it would actually just be the funniest thing. If I somehow got a 117.38, I would just never PB ever again. With loads, without loads. Ah, okay. That makes sense. SDA gets frame counted. Okay, maybe I'm not sure what SDA is then. Other than Speed Demo's Archive, of course, which is which is the old Speedrun website. What's up, New Gong? How are you doing? Sounds like your message got a little corrupted there, buddy. I hope you're doing well, though. I'm just giving you a hard time. Dat barely gold, though. The Gears runner said that SDA time would start the time when you start the game. So, like, does that mean on your first input, or does that mean, like, when you, like, start the game, like, that very frame? Oh, I see. Does Rayman actually... Can you actually use FDS with Rayman? Or would emulator and console then be pretty comparable? And I take it there aren't any emulator-specific tricks, otherwise the leaderboards would probably be separated at that point. You can, but it wouldn't matter. Huh. Like clicking the first mission instead of like starting when you see your character. Oh, so like when you actually begin, like, getting completion percentage or something. STA must also be single segment. Okay. And what's up, Secret Humor Man, by the way? That's like the best Warp 1 I'm pretty sure I ever had. Like, that, a low 14, that's like my best Warp 1 I ever had. Not gonna lie. Time will be subtracted from the loads as emulators faster than FDS and Rayman. Huh. Very interesting. I guess it all balances out then, and that's why they're able to be compared. At that point, you might as well just play on console, because I feel like the inputs would be better. How do you get the gem in Hang 8? That's also another timer gem. The one that the one that you don't get from all the boxes is one where you have to get from the start to the end of the level before the timer runs out. Cinnamon. I guess, like, the whole single segment thing kind of, like, we kind of take for granted now because so many people live stream their speedruns where it is single segment. Whereas, like, back in the day, like, you used to have, I think, more, like, segmented versus single segment runs. So I think part of it is just kind of the climate of how we record speedruns changing. So the only two main ones are PS1 and PC. How much faster is PC than PS1? Oh man, that sucks. I mean, you could, but it doesn't matter, I guess, because they're frame counted. There we go. Means not doing things like resetting the console, which can be done in some games. That's actually a good point. That is actually a good point. PC is slower, but the loads are the same for PC. Huh. That's weird. Normally, like, PC is just faster. Today I learned. Nice. There we go. I see. So I guess it's like community definition at that point, Secret Humor Man, whether or not like resetting the console or, you know, other stuff like that is allowed. Which makes sense. Different cage locations that require more backtracking. Oh, the game is just different. Fair enough. I thought it was just like a loads thing, or like the game was exactly the same, but it's just ported to PC. But that would make sense if the game is like harder and longer. That would definitely make sense then. Okay, there we go. Did not get that spin there. I know better than to hug the wall, because I don't remember if I actually was holding down coming out of the bonus, so I don't want to get wrecked there. Ubisoft likes different games. Needs to be sued for false advertisement. Did they falsely advertise with Rayman? Fun fact. Or question, rather. I don't know what the fact is. That's why I'm asking the question. Have you ever fallen out of a world near the ending of Crash Crush by clipping through the scenery? Yes, I have on numerous occasions. I've fallen through the speed pad, I've fallen through the walls. Yeah, Crash Crush is a little broken there at the very end of the level. I thought my feet were gonna dip into the water while it was still yellow, and that would have caused big problems. Getting good. This has definitely been a really good start, aside from Barrett happening. I actually could be almost a minute and a half ahead at this point, which is kind of crazy to think about. But that's okay. This is still like a really, 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 really good start. That glitch is for going insanely fast. Wait, I'm confused. Maybe we're not talking about the same glitch then. Has severe downloaded graphics. Ouch. That kind of sucks. Yo, welcome back, See You Later. How was your seeing people experience? Yeah, a new Rayman game would be awesome. I guess like it's easy for them to port Rayman Legends, but every time I load up your channel, I see that tweet from April saying my body didn't like something I ate. I should probably have a more positive announcement at the very top of the page. No, my body was not ready that day. That day was bad. I had some, definitely had some food poisoning from the night before. I actually don't know what joke I just made. Frostfire. It sounds really weird, but I don't actually remember what I said. A Ratchet and Clank remake? I haven't heard of a remake. That doesn't mean there isn't one, but I haven't heard of it. 9 times. That is a lot of times. See you later. They already remade it on the PS3. Oh, so it's not like a new one. So it's not like a new one per se. It's like talking about the original remakes, maybe. Damn, that got real, Frostfire. Oops. I don't remember, like, back when I played Far Cry 3, what the levels seemed like at the time. Or, like, not the levels, but the what the cars seemed like at the time. I think I only played it, like, a little bit. They rebooted the game for the PS4 and remade the whole trilogy. Ah, okay. That would be your answer. I'm really glad I realized I was bareback. Because that would have been bad. But yeah, I haven't followed the Ratchet and Clank series very closely, so I wasn't really too sure about it myself. Yo, welcome back, Gohan. How's it going? We finally got the checkpoint. Alright. Keep up the glods. I will try. Or the rainbows, rather. The glods are going to be harder to come by because most levels now, I've gotten a solid segment where I've gotten the free glod from PSTV. So now I actually got to work for most of my glods. Yo, that is a lot of people, by the way. Dude, thank you guys all for being here, really. Like, I do appreciate it. Y'all are rad and awesome. There we go. LOL. That feel when you get stuck in the exit portal. One day, Ben. One day. Yeah, $30 brand new seems like a really good deal. for the Ratchet and Clank collection, especially if you already don't own the games. Though for speedrunning, I have no idea which is the best. I don't think he meant the forehead in a bad way, Blitz. So I think it's all good. Only played Ratchet and Clank 3. I didn't really play any of them actually, unfortunately. Yo, what's up, Luis? How you doing? I just never got around to it. A lot of other games kind of competed for my attention. Oh, geez, that was a little greedy. I mean, we made it. But, that was a bit greedy. Cool. Easy swag master. I've watched Gem actually do, I think is it Gem? Zem? I don't actually know how it's pronounced, but I watched him do some Ratchet and Clank while he was still grinding, for world record improvements, and that was it looked pretty cool. Turns his friend into a chicken with the Morpho Ray. I see they have a sense of humor too, but then again, it is Insomniac. They definitely had a sense of humor with Spyro too. Yes, that's the streamer I was talking about. Yo, thanks, Uka. I appreciate it. I do like the positive vibes too, man. Can always keep them coming. You say it like Kazem? 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 Kazem. Okay, we're good. I had to spend so much mental energy trying to say that right. Kazem 92. Okay, I think I got it now. But yeah, I do watch him on occasion now. I think he's been doing a lot of Sunshine lately, which is pretty hype. I always like watching Sunshine runs. They're very cool. Especially leading up to the summer. It's very fitting to watch Sunshine runs in the summertime. Oops, I wasn't supposed to move. That's okay. Not the best fight, but that's okay. Oh, Dragon Ball Super? My girlfriend follows Dragon Ball Super, so she will probably be keeping up to date for me. I don't like any Mario speedruns. Fair enough. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I do like I do like Mario speedruns, though I'm not as familiar with the games because, you know, Crash ended up being my Mario for many years of my life. But I'd be down to do some like Mario 64 or Sunshine runs. I don't know, maybe the Galaxies too down the road, but that's like, the Galaxies just seem so like intimidating to me because they're really long and I don't know them at all. Whereas like I have played Sunshine and I have played Mario 64 and I have watched them a lot. So like I'm much more familiar with them than I am with Galaxy. Speedrunning them is pretty difficult. It's very different. Oops. It's very different compared to like how Crash is. Like the Mario games are a little bit more open and your movesets are overall like more complex. So like you have a bit more freedom and there's more thinking that you end up doing. Casual two-player battle mode. I'm actually not familiar with that mode of SMB3, though I have watched some speedruns of it too, which look pretty cool. I'm the opposite actually. I'm more of a fan of Mario speedruns than I am of Zelda speedruns, but I will watch some Zelda speedruns. Like, Ocarina is not really my thing, but, like, I'll watch, like, A Link to the Past. And like, I'll watch, like, A Link to the Past and, like, Link's Awakening DX. Those are probably the favorites that I do like to watch. I've watched all of them except Rupert T. I am not familiar with Rupert T, but I have watched them. I watched, like, Grand Pooh Bear, Sniper King, of course. I was actually just watching him this morning, fun fact. Who else? You know, obviously, like, I watch Punkation and Cheese sometimes when they stream. Let's see. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of people that I watch. He's 8th in SMB Warpless. So that means, like, he's, like, really close to the world record because, like, the leaderboards for the... especially for SMB1 are, like, really fucking tight. They're, like, frames apart between positions. It's pretty amazing. I mean, that happens like a lot of times with, like, SM64 in general. Like, sometimes the chat just becomes garbage and there's not really a whole lot you can do about it. So, oh damn, Teets. Yo, you stream during the graveyard hours, though. I'm like always asleep when you're streaming. I totally would watch you more often otherwise, though. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're good. What's up, Sam Norton? How you doing? Worst of all time is Mario Maker chat. Mario Maker kind of has the same issues as, like, SM64 chat sometimes. But I'm not going to say that, like, every SM64 or Mario Maker streamer has a bad chat. They don't. There's a lot of streamers that, like, have really good communities and just sometimes have some of those people in them. But at the same time, you know, their community overrides. Their community kind of overrides the bad apples that would come in and make things kind of weird. So. Yo, Omar, what's going on, dude? And thank you. I like the shirt too, man. How you doing? Yes, it is. It is always harder to talk to the caster as they get bigger, but I think this is something that I am, something that I'm personally big on is, like, you know, trying to keep as many people in the conversation as possible, and I think you still can, even up to, like, even 1,000 viewers. I've seen people with, you know, 1,000 viewer channels where their chat is actually, like, comprehensible. It's not easy, and sometimes it does move very fast, but sometimes I've seen streamers be able to talk to 1,000 viewers before, and, you know, so it kind of depends on the community and, you know, the streamer themselves as to how chat ends up being. Made official with a girl I was seeing for a bit. Is it the Spanish girl, Omar? Yo, what's going on, Drago, by the way? Thank you for the good luck. How's it going? That was interesting. I just landed on it like it was the ground. It's hard when the chat is going so fast. Yeah, you can't do anything with GDQ chat. That's why, like, a lot of streamers will host games done quick, and then their community can go chat in their channel. So they watch GDQ, like, through their favorite streamer's channel, and then they can kind of talk to each other. But there's, like, no conversation that's going to happen in GDQ chat. It just won't work. I'm glad it's going well for you, Sam, by the way. I'm waiting for it to be 3:30 so I can eat and then get the video project done. Awesome, man. I actually used to do film work back in the day, and it's been a long time since I have. But I can definitely appreciate the video work going on there. Whoa, I just, like, passed through the box. All Omar needs now is to share that pizza. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Ah, I see. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. Alright, we can just do this. You have to have a long intro slide, Freaky Revenge, for the Road to Ruin jump. So you have to extend your slide as much as possible. Get a good glitch high jump, and you probably still need to zigzag a little bit. Yeah, it's just going to be really hard to moderate like thousands and thousands and thousands of people, though. Like, you can do the best you can, but ultimately, there's only so much you can do when there's, you know, a mob of 100,000 people in the channel. You can only control it so much. Heard that coming GDQ has an FF7 section. It does. FF7 any percent no slots finally got into a GDQ, and I'm actually really excited about it because I actually love that speedrun. It's so cool. It's a very long one, but it's FF7, so I can totally see why, you know, historically they've rejected it and rejected it and rejected it, but I can see why they would accept it now, because it hasn't gotten in. It hasn't been in for like a long time, and it is FF7, so it kind of makes sense. That being said, though, the SGDQ games list actually looks very interesting. Like, there's a lot of games in it that are just that you wouldn't really find, you know, at a GDQ traditionally. There's a lot of RPGs as well. I think they really decided to kind of give the RPG community some love, because there's a lot of RPGs. There's freaking Earthbound, there's FF7, shit, I'm trying to remember offhand what some of the others are, but I don't quite remember. There are 6 Zelda games. Well, there's not really I mean, outside of Mario 64, there's not really a ton of Mario going on, you know? So it kind of makes sense, and Zelda's pretty hype right now, not gonna lie. Rip. Doesn't matter though. There we go. Xbox needs more fantasy and RPG games instead of shooters. I don't think those kind of people buy the Xbox One though. Like, I feel like the people who want RPGs and like adventure type games will buy the PlayStation. That might be one of the reasons why I don't really like the Xbox One as much as the PlayStation 4, and I don't think it's as good a console. But I think their market kind of makes sense. Like, the people that like the shooters and like the realistic like racing games and stuff will probably buy the Xbox One, but the more creative gamers are gonna buy the PlayStation 4. I don't know. It might just be a climate of exclusives and just, you know, the stars aligning, so to speak. But I think the two markets are very different. Earthbound Speedrun has a lot of RNG, and some of which is very punishing. So I remember Caleb Hart used to run Earthbound quite a lot back in the day, and he stopped doing it because it got so frustrating. See some Super Mario Galaxy. I think Mario Galaxy was in a GDQ recently, but I think Valu for last year's HGDQ did some Super Mario Galaxy game, but I don't remember exactly. I could be wrong about that. Zelda does bring in the money too. That definitely gets people donating. I mean, look what happened with Undertale. Like, people donated so much on AGDQ Saturday because the games list was just heavy hitter after heavy hitter. It was nuts. It was just so nuts. Got an Xbox and then got a PS4 due to platformers. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. Like, I'm already gonna get a PS4 for the Insane Trilogy, but if I was gonna get one of the new gen consoles anyway, I would do the PS4 over the Xbox One. Undertale has a really cool speedrun, Blitz. And what's up, Blake and Dakin, by the way? How's it going? Silent Hill does need to come back. I don't know when the last time like Silent Hill was in a GDQ and who did it. My best guess is it was like Maxi Lobes or something, maybe a year and a half ago, something like that. But I don't remember. But I was definitely like really impressed with Undertale when TGH did his run at the last HDQ. Like he did really well in that run. Final Fantasy Tactics needs to get in. It could. I mean, they've shown that really long Final Fantasy speedruns are not off the table. So Final Fantasy Tactics, like no math, maybe. I think Final Fantasy Tactics with math would be less good but Final Fantasy Tactics no math, I think, would actually be pretty cool. Level 26? Yes. Excuse me. There are 2 secret levels in this game. Level 26, which you saw there, totally bare, and then after hanging out, we are going to go into level 27, which is totally fly. End scene is exclusive. It's at least going to be a timed exclusive. Yes, there is math in Final Fantasy Tactics. It's kind of like, I guess it's kind of like slots in Final Fantasy VII, where like it gets kind of like OP to use that tactic. Like I would say, like the biggest corollary to that would be using slots in FF7. I think it's going to be at least a timed exclusive, though, Sparna. I don't know if they are going to do that, though. It might just be a PS4 exclusive. Has there ever been a Crash game on PC? I feel like there has, but I also would not be surprised if there wasn't. Indeed, Senna. We learn new things every day. They released a tweet saying it was exclusive. Okay. Well, ooh. Well, there you have it then. It is going to be exclusive, as it turns out. A moment later, changed it depending on the outcome. Well, I can see why they might not want to declare that it's going to be an exclusive. Because if it turns out to be like really successful, they might want to port it. And if people start asking them like, hey, when are you going to release this on PC? When are you going to release this on Xbox One? Like, they'll probably be obliged to release it on those consoles like maybe a year after the release. So I can see why they might have taken that back, but at the same time, like, for it to be a PS4 exclusive would make sense as well, because Crash, you know, the original Crash games were PlayStation exclusives. Sega buckled and put Bayonetta on PC. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same thing, right? You know, if it's worthwhile for them to port it over to a new console and then release that due to popular demand, you know, they could do that. Yo, cool dude, what's going on, man? Welcome back. Amazing soundtrack, indeed. I do quite like the music in this game. Well, Omar, they did tease something a little bit ago about potential new information. They said that they are hog wild for some new Insane Trilogy content. So either it's happening like very soon, or they are just teasing us. So we'll see what happens. Oh, what the heck? Dude, what the heck? That's not cool, man. I definitely jumped. I'm not gonna lie. It ain't no lie, Crash went bye bye bye. Unfortunately. No, they went to other consoles after the PS1 era. Because Crash 1 through Bash were all exclusive on PS1, I'm pretty sure. Nice. Okay. Bullies. There was nobody to bully me there, though. It's not like I had an enemy I could blame it on. I mean, you could say bullied by dropped inputs. Wow, that was really close. Perfect Dark started with Nintendo and Microsoft. It is now with Microsoft. Well, I guess it didn't make sense for them to put it on the Nintendo console at the time. Because the Wii wasn't around, like... I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. Just had me some bacon and eggs. That sounds awesome, actually. And what's up, random dude? How's it going, man? Yes, Wrath of Cortex was released on the GameCube and the original Xbox. It's like Halo being on the PS4. I would definitely think that a PC release of the Insane Trilogy is a lot more likely than a Switch release of the Insane Trilogy. I will say that much. Were there Game Boy exclusive Crash games? Yeah, there was XS, Entranced, and then the Spyro Purple and Crash. I'm sorry, Spyro Orange and Crash Purple games. I think that were Game Boy Advance exclusives, but they were a little different than the main line of Crash games, I would say. Aw, man. I can't make that work. Yes. There we go. We made it work. You were thinking of Warped. Well, Wrath of Cortex wasn't the fourth game. Because it was Crash 1, 2, Warped, Crash Team Racing, and then Crash Bash. Wrath of Cortex, I think, was the sixth game, if I remember correctly. But if you want to talk about, like, main, like, Crash platforming games, like, I guess you could make the argument that it was the fourth. Oh, what a lovely day, indeed. Need to start packing this evening for a holiday. Are you talking about... Oh, eat cheese. What sort of holiday are you going on? Interesting. Why is it blank? What is blank? It's entirely possible for the trilogy to be exclusive. I mean, they might do that. Like, they might just decide to leave it exclusive. But I think that if it did do really well and there was a lot of people asking for a PC release, that they would oblige. Like, it would definitely be a timed exclusive. Like, if you want to get it right now, you got to get it on PS4. But if you're willing to wait, then they'll probably release it on another console. Oops. That didn't quite work. Going to Sweden for 8 days? Dude, nice. Sounds awesome. Yay, buddy. Oh yeah, you did say you were going to Sweden earlier. When you said ITG, that made sense now. I mean, I personally don't really care one way or another if they do release it on like PC or like another platform. Like, I totally understand why they would, and I can definitely understand where they're coming from either way. No! Okay, we're good. Oh, that bonk! Why? Oh no, that's really annoying. that like stacks on the time loss too, because that's not going to give us third mask form for hanging out. Alright, I decided to go the other way so I don't bonk again. I decided to stop there too because it's very easy to walk off after landing on top of a box. Or, excuse me, a log. That's okay though. We have like a lot of time to save in this next level here. So, it's all good. The remaster? I can't imagine a game being remastered 5 times. I just don't think that's gonna work. How's my week been so far? It's actually been really good, honestly. I've had a very good week in general. I finally watched the Boondock Saints yesterday as well while I was hanging out with some friends, and that was awesome. I had no idea that Norman Reedus had an acting career prior to The Walking Dead. Which sounds really crappy, but I just had no idea. So what's the race about? What race are you referring to? Are you referring to the 1545 race? Oh, that's right. I was like, wait, why am I not getting third mask form? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get it this time. No! Some boxes did not break properly. That sucks. The one next week? Oh, it's a blind race. Bucket Please and I are going to be blind racing a video game, which you guys get to decide on. Hoping Bucket is still here so he can link the straw poll. But if you go onto my Twitter, at @itschrismarks, you will find a pinned tweet with the straw poll information on there, so you can vote for which game we're going to blind race. And the idea is that it's going to be outside of both of our comfort zones, so it'll be really sweet. I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, it's just going to be the two of us this time, Cinnamon, but we can organize a bigger blind race in the future. Let's vote for a Silent Hill game. Yeah, I hadn't seen it until now. I heard it was a classic, and it definitely is. Like, I can see how it is a cult classic. Oh, come on. Don't do this. I think Silent Hill would be a little bit more in Bucket's comfort zone than mine. But, it probably would be a little bit out of our comfort zones just in general. Whew, okay. I'm okay with this. Yes, Oddworld Abe's Odyssey is one of the options. Just gonna wait a little bit there. A rare Silent Hill speedrunner recently, but that's the only game I can reliably run. Which Silent Hill speedrunner are you referring to, Sferna? Ah, Taro with the straw poll link for you guys who do wish to vote for our blind race. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. I think right now, Bioshock Infinite is leading, with Oddworld Abe's Odyssey close behind. But if there's a serious push for Trine, you could still make that happen. You got to get some friends to help you, though. Is it Bakba Soup? Is my next question. Because Bakba Soup is a streamer I've been following lately, especially after AGDQ. His Turok run was awesome. What about Crash? None of the Crash games that we'd be interested in would be blind for me, and right now he's been focusing a lot on Spyro. So I think we're trying to stay away from Sprash because it's too advantageous for me. And the idea behind the blind race was partially because we wanted something that was balanced. I don't think it's them? Okay. Because Bakba Soup and Maxi Lobes are the two runners that I know of for the Silent Hill series that I watch like on a semi-regular basis. As far as many others, I don't know. I don't know as much about the Silent Hill community. Trine looks really beautiful. That's one of the reasons why I put it on the list, was because like I really like the way it looks, and I think it would be a really pretty game to show off. Oddworld Abe's Odyssey would be a really fun game to stream because it's just so ridiculous. Oops. Oh, I did it. Cool. And then Bioshock Infinite is Bioshock Infinite. It kind of does it all. Ooh, spin that. Spin that shit, boy. Oops, app crashed. It was a long time since you streamed last. Oh, I see. Interesting. Well, I'm sorry to hear your app crashed. It sounds like it is working better now, which is the good news. But yeah, definitely cast your vote for Abe's Odyssey if you have not done so already. Did I get it? Okay, cool. What about Sakura Dungeon? We didn't really look into it at the time. The list of potential choices is closed right now. So we can't add any more games to the list. But for next time, oops. But for next time, you may be able to consider it. Well, it'll be kind of a blind playthrough for you as well, Gohan. It's actually really fun to watch people play blind races, and like even of games that like you don't know. It's fun when you do know, because you kind of have that insider knowledge that the streamer doesn't. But at the same time, it is kind of fun to like go through the new experience with like the streamer, because I kind of feel like that with Ukulele. Ooh, where like I've watched people play it and I'm just like, man, this looks really cool, but even though like I can barely follow what's going on. How much money do you need for college supplies? That's up to you, man. It's up to you on how frugal you want / need to be. Just has a coronary and crashes. Yeah, well, it does that sometimes. Wi-Fi, it's not personal, man. It just cuts out. My friend Mike was playing ukulele last night. Is that Mike Mint with 4 T's? I've actually been watching him lately. He's actually really fun to watch. I just can't help but call him Mike Mint because of all the T's at the end. I tend to do that whenever I see a name that has like a million consonants at the end of it or something. I can't help it. That's way more T's than I thought. Oh, man. Oh, the voices are great. That's what I love about Ukulele, is that it is a 90s like N64 game, but it's in 2017. Oh, please. Oh, that's actually really bad. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, we're good. We still have an extra mask. For a second, I thought that was my only mask, and I'm like, really? It's always easy to think of nasty thoughts, though, Gohan. The snake with trousers is OG. I don't think I saw that part of the game. Actually. I'm gonna wait because reasons. Nah. Yo, Vicinal Moon. What is up? Welcome back. I think welcome back. I think I've seen you in chat today. Maybe not, though. Regardless, what's up? How's it going? And what's up, Beastly? I am behind on that knowledge, but yeah, I would rather... I don't mind talking about politics in private, but I would rather not bring that up here and right now, if you don't mind. Yo, Trousers is actually a really good name for him. No spoilers in Fairy Tail, Cinnamon. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I'll just pretend that message doesn't exist. It's okay, Beastly. Again, I don't mind talking about that in private. Just not here. Just not here in the channel publicly. It's okay. Just be mindful. Just be mindful when you're talking about potential spoilers to think twice before sending something like that next time. It's okay. People make mistakes. Politics. Everybody's favorite subject. But yeah. Anyway. So this level here, digging it. It was a spoiler for an anime that I might want to watch. That like, it was a spoiler for an anime, basically. That's all. Is it considered a spoiler if it's manga only? I mean, technically no, if it doesn't come up in the anime, but because it's backstory, like it's still a spoiler. You know, if somebody wants to read the manga as well, then like that's absolutely a spoiler. So even if it's a conditional spoiler, it probably still is. You know, it's probably still not worth it. Oops. Is politics considered a spoiler? Yes, but not in the way that we were just speaking of. It's more like a spoiler of moods rather than a spoiler of, you know, something you weren't supposed to know about yet. It's a different kind of spoiler. I'm gonna do this first, so that way if something bad happens, I won't forget 3 boxes, like I've done in the past. I have done that before. Ah, interesting. My butt's on fire. Okay, let me get hit there. Fantastic. Bleach is still going on? I have no idea. I have no idea if there's gonna be more Bleach or not. Exactly, Reliac. Exactly. Yo, that like 0.2 gold split, I'm pretty sure. I'll take it though. Yeah, Bleach is another one of those animes that has been on for a very long time. But so like starting it off is kind of intimidating because there's so many episodes. It's the same thing with One Piece. Like it seems like it's gonna take forever to get caught up. I think it's like almost 1,000 Gohan. I think it's 900 something. Okay, cool. Did that in kind of a based way, but we did it. Yo, welcome back, Evil. How did your practice go? Trying to run to go for sub 2 hours. Dude, nice. I wish you good luck too, man. And I hope you have a great day, man. You're the based. You're the based, man. We don't call people the best anymore. We call them the based. Not like turkey based, like the real based. There we go. 58-minute long episodes and like 16 in a season. They take forever to like to actually get through. Ah. There we go. We fixed it. Bum 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 ba-dum. Ba-ba-dum. I mean, it identifies what the name of the arc is, but I don't think that's, like, really a spoiler. What happens in the arc would be a spoiler, but the name of, like, characters and stuff, I don't think is a spoiler. Like, names without context, I think is okay. Second episode of the 3rd season of House of Cards. Did the quality just drop down, Slavonus? Or what caused you to stop? Okay, I accidentally did the glitch high jump strat there, but it worked. I'll take it. Alright, sounds good, Omar. Thanks for the good luck. I wish you good luck with your Killer Instinct run, man. And hope you have a good one regardless. Now, that was actually a really good behaving. Lost Interest is still good? Okay. No! Oh man, I didn't actually, I thought I jumped on the platform properly. No, it's not Slavonus. It is not quite world record. That's okay, it doesn't need to be though. Oh, fine. Yeah, totally intentional. It was just RNG manipulation. Is it possible to PB? Very possible. Very possible, Clayman. More possible than it's been in the past. That much I can tell you for sure. Cool. Oh, of course. We must be very careful. I might have been able to make the one cycle, but I'm not taking any chances right now. The correct answer is not from the Jedi. You can't hide anything from the Jedi, man. Yeah, unfortunately we lost time there because we went down first instead of up. But that's okay. And that is absolutely true. It ain't over till it's over. Oh, that was stupid. Why did I go for that? That was really dumb. That's okay, though. We will take it easy this time. See, I thought I could make it. Like, if I was a little bit faster, I probably could have made that 3D jump, but in hindsight, now I'm just like, man, that was really dumb. But that's okay. I just gotta remind myself, like, you don't need to go for stupid stuff, you know? Not stupid stuff, but, like, you don't need to go for stuff right now. You just need to nurse it home. These cycles are a little different than I'm used to. Cool. Ooh, interesting. Replica of Ichigo's... I wish I knew what that was. But it sounds cool, though. Okay, interesting. No! Oh, man. When was the last time that cycle was bad? That's okay, though. I feel like that was just a strictly riskier way of doing things. I feel like that was just strictly riskier, but that's okay. We'll work on it. Bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum. It's a sword. Oh, very cool. Deep breaths. Did I watch The Flash? I did not. I don't follow a ton of... I don't follow a ton of, like, comic book type movies. So no, I have not watched The Flash. I'm just gonna wait, honestly. I need to cut my losses at this point. I'm gonna wait here, too. In Soviet Russia, Flash watch you. Alright, that's okay. That's alright. Yo, Settledozer, what's going on, man? Legends of Tomorrow. Is that another, like, kind of superhero movie? Why bad Russian accent? Because I am not Russian. And I've not been around enough Russians to really develop a good accent. My Russian accent is not as developed as some of my other accents can be. Oh, it's a TV show. Gotcha. I could go for it, but no. I skipped the box. That's fine, Clayman, because I don't need to worry about the boxes until I'm done with this 5-gem route. First time through doesn't matter. It's going away. That's true. Night Fight does have a lot of time to save as well. Totally forgot about that level, too. I was a little bit worried I was going to get burnt there. Opted to be a little more conservative there. It's okay, Aturio. We did not slide off the green gem this time. You'd love to see me try a British and Aussie accent? My Aussie accent's a lot better than my British accent, but I don't think either are good, if that makes sense. Do I like jazz? I do. I do like jazz. I did play a lot of jazz in high school. I did play a lot of jazz in high school, so I always have like a heavy appreciation for it. I don't listen to it that much, like on my own time, but I do like it. What about a German accent? I don't think I really have a German accent, honestly. I think that's one of the accents I really can't do. No, I was too close. Oh, man. This is annoying. It's just annoying, like, when stuff like that happens. You could be any animal in the world. That's really dumb. I don't know. I kind of like being a human, honestly. I love cats, but I don't know if I would want to be one. I feel like I would have more fun as a dog. We're talking about, like, household animals. Yes. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't actually know if I'm going to be saving much time because I died twice in the bonus, which is exactly what happened last time, I think. Yes, world record in this category is a 109.59, which is really, really fast. A lot faster than I can manage right now. And what's up, Lennon, by the way? No, we're not really going to save any time. That sucks. Oh, well. I mean, like, I didn't save any time in Spaced Out or Hanging Out, which are, like, two really big time saves. Or Indian accent. I can do, like, a okay Indian accent. I can't do that one, Clayman. My words just don't come out like that. Yo, welcome back, X Crispy. How was your gaming sesh? Oh shit. I feel when you get stuck though. Man, pick up that firefly, man. Yeah, still like a really solid run overall. I was just like, I'm like a little annoyed because that's like 2 minutes I can save just by having those levels go properly. But overall, like, it's still a really, really good run. Solid as in Snake solid? No, I don't think it's quite that solid, Clayman. Snake is as solid as they come. Slate some monsters? Nice. I'm glad you had a good time, Crispy. You just speak in exclamation points? Wait, why? I'm so confused. Nice. It's always nice to not have to worry about that guy. What type of computer is best for college? If you just want to do like word processing and basic stuff, the bare minimum, but if you want to do like gaming or if you want to do like computer-aided design software, video editing, you know, that's going to change things drastically. Ooh, that was cute. I mean, I've always had Windows PCs, but if you're going to do stuff with like graphic design, then you probably want Apple. Because they have really good software. Oh, cool. I got some time saving the jetpack levels, too. I mean, if I was doing music production still, I would probably use a Mac, honestly. Like, I've used Windows computers for music production, and I just don't like it. Logic Pro is, like, amazing digital audio workstation software. It's possible, but we'll see, Taro. We have still got a ways to go. Apple gets a lot of hate, but honestly, they make good stuff. It's just like really expensive. Like, that's really what it comes down to. It's not like they're bad products. It's just like It just kind of feels like you're getting jibbed as a customer, which is obviously not where you want to be. Sub meaning less than Clayman. It's really annoying to get hit there, but it happens. Yo, what's up, Den? By the way, how's it going? Couldn't see for a second because I was still in like the flame thing. There we go. I mean, maybe they've lost their way with Steve Jobs not around, but they can always find it again. I don't know, X Crispy. I mean, my girlfriend uses a MacBook Pro and she really likes it, but I don't know if that gets you anything extra on top of like just having a really good Windows computer. Was in lurk mode until they brought up Apple. That's how you bring out the den, guys. Start talking about Apple products and you can't resist. Yep, I'm stuck. Sucks. Nice, that was a lot better than last time. Whoa, what? That's interesting. I thought it was high enough. I didn't go the right way. That's fine. Nice. Do 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 do. You're never high enough. Context is everything. Yeah, it might be an old wives' tale now about Macs don't get viruses. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, Marines. It's technically a 122, guys.